Hi, I'm James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. Let's begin that timer and talk about the circle of fifths, which I already have written here. The circle of fifths is a really handy tool for performing a lot of different calculations in music theory. And it's a good time to learn it now because it's going to apply to key signatures very well when we cover key signatures. So the way we're going to start this circle, it's a circle of pitches that are all a distance from each other that's called a fifth. Now at the top of the circle, I'm going to write a letter C at the very top. Imagine this as a clock face, and C is 12 o'clock. And I'm going to go forward by a fifth, and I'm going to go backwards by a fifth. And even more specifically, we're going to go a distance that's called a perfect fifth. The criteria for a perfect fifth, we'll cover this in greater detail in intervals videos, but all that we need to know for right now is that the distance is 5 letters, including the starting pitch. I'll just put INCL, including starting pitch. And it's also 7 half steps from the first to the second. And if it meets both those criteria, then we are looking at a perfect fifth. And we're going to write perfect fifths forward and backwards to construct this circle. All right. So forward from C, let's head to the piano keyboard and calculate one of these, and then I'll do them quickly from there. So here's C4. I'll put a little mark on that. We need to go forward 5 letters in the alphabet. Remember that the white keys represent the different letters in the alphabet. So I just need to start with C as 1 and then go forward until I reach 5. So C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that pitch that I ended up on was a G. Now I also need to do another calculation and make sure that the distance between these two marked notes is 7 half steps. So starting from C, 1 half step would be the next black key up here, which is a C sharp. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on G. And everything checks out. We are 5 letters and 7 half steps from C to G, therefore that is a perfect fifth from C to G. Now from here I'm just going to sort of speed through this so we can complete the circle. From G, the next step would be D. From D, the next step is going to be A. From A, the next step is E. From E, we're going to end up with a B. And then if I do this right, this should be at the bottom. It's a little bit wonky, but it'll work. F sharp and then C sharp. And I'm going to stop there. We could continue, but it really doesn't make sense to go past this C sharp. Now what I'm going to do is go backwards by perfect fifths. It's the same concept. I'll just show you really quickly here. From C, 5 letters down the keyboard would be to F, and then we have 7 half steps difference from C to F. Therefore, the next step in this direction is F. And then here again, you'll just have to take my word for it that the next step is B flat. From B flat, we're going to end up with E flat. From E flat, we're going to end up with A flat. And then I'm going to start to overlap here. I'm going to go around and I'm going to put D flat, which is our next step. And then here, G flat. And from there, C flat. So you might notice that at the bottom of the circle, if I had written it a little bit more clearly, that would be exactly at the bottom. But you can get all sorts of great circle of fifths. Just Google it and you'll find perfect examples of circles of fifths. We have this beautiful circle of fifths. Now, it doesn't mean a lot to you if you've never done this before because you're just going, why am I looking at this circle? It's going to be used in many, many ways, and I'm going to refer to the circle of fifths a lot. We're going to refer to chord progressions, we're going to refer to keys and key signatures, all sorts of stuff. And in fact, if you remember that the order of the sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Look at that, it's hidden in the circle of fifths. And then the order of the flats, B, E, A, D, G, C, and then F, if we continued, would be the order of the flats there as well. So there's all sorts of stuff buried in this circle of fifths, and we just need to know the basic idea behind it and how to construct it. So if you need to, you might have to watch this a few times because we went through a lot of material really quickly. But I will refer to the circle of fifths a lot in future videos, in the near future and in the distant future as well. All right, that's it. Thank you.